Welcome, everybody. We'll call the meeting to order, and I will ask Commissioner Notarianni if he would favor us with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance
to the flag of the United
United
States of
States of
America
America,
and to the
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Commissioner. Let me start by wishing congratulations to all the people who ran for office yesterday up and down the valley. You know, those of us who have run for public office know what an effort it is, and what time and energy and resources it takes. And so everybody who runs deserves congratulations. To those who came in first in their respective races, an extra congratulations to you and good luck in the fall. To those who didn't attain their goals, I offer my heartfelt thanks, because without competition, without a race, our democracy suffers. And so by taking the chance and the risk and putting yourself out there to run for public office, it's not just your individual goal, but you're furthering the goals of democracy. So I thank you all for that. Thanks. With that, I trust everybody got the minutes from the April meeting and has had an opportunity to review them. And if so, I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay. All right. So the ayes have it. The minutes are approved. And now we'll have an opportunity for the public to address the board on the agenda items only. Tracy, have we received any communications?
We received one email today, but it is not about any agenda items.
Okay. All right. So then we'll move on and we'll address that later. Next is item 21-2030, motion to approve all current payables for the Community Correction Center and the prison. I trust, again, everybody's had ample opportunity to review them. And if so, I'll entertain a motion to approve those current payables.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Current payables for the prison and the Community Correction Center are approved. Next, we'll move on to item 21-2031, the Controller's Report. Controller DeBillio,
Yes, Judge.
you have the floor.
The Controller's Report for the prison inmate and canteen accounts for April of 2021 is as follows. The Controller's Office reviewed the prison inmate and canteen account reconciliations, which were prepared by the Prison Business Office for the month of April 2021 and found no discrepancies between the reconciliations and the bank statements. The balance in the inmate account was $537,248.15 as of April 30th of 2021. The balance in the canteen checking account was $631,718.69 as of April 30th of 2021. And in addition, as of April 30th, the canteen account owned two certificates of deposit, one valued at $15,000 even, and the other at $132,288.58, totaling $147,288.58. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. DeBillio. Any questions for the controller? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve his report.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The controller's report is approved. Thanks, Mr. DeBillio. Now we'll beam in Chief of Staff Jeffers for the Community Corrections Center report.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Community Corrections Programs report for April 2021. Item 1, adult house arrest had 141 participants and juvenile house arrest had 14 participants. Item number 2, the program's revenues for the month of April totaled $59,906.69. Item 3, the program's expenses totaled $69,216.73. Item number 4, the program's completions were 28. Item 5, the program's violations were 5. Item 6, outstanding warrants. There are 5 for work release and 3 for house arrest. And item 7, our budget report for the year so far, overtime is at 2%, expenses are at 29%, and revenue is at 39%. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Jeffers. Any questions for Mr. Jeffers?
None?
If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve his report.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Your report is approved for April. Thank you, Mr. Jeffers.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I may, real quick, give a plug for 2 vaccine clinics if we can.
Go right ahead.
We have one going on currently as we speak up at the Montage Amphitheater. It is for those ages 12 and above. It's the Pfizer shot. They can still get in there. They're up there till 6 o'clock at night tonight. So if they want to go up, they can just go up and get them. They'll sign them up at that point. And on Friday coming up this week, the Old Forge High School's cafeteria will host the same clinic from 2 to 4 p.m. with the Pfizer shot. You can go on to our web link, or our website, and hit the link and the orange button and get yourself an appointment to go in there. That is also open to the public from ages 12 and above.
Anybody under age 18 would need to be accompanied by a parent or guardian, correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks for the plugs.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You can beam out. Okay, and then we'll head to the warden's report. Warden Betty?
Good afternoon, Board. How's everyone today?
Never better.
The average daily population for April was 603 inmates, 430 were county inmates. We averaged 534 adult males, 5 juvenile males, and 64 adult females. And the average daily population of U.S. Marshal detainees for the month of April was 173. Our overtime and out-of-county boarding reports are attached. The staffing update, currently our correctional officers numbers break down to 174 full-timers that are on staff, 1 out on workers' comp, 1 on continuous FMLA, 60 on with intermittent FMLA, 1 officer on administrative leave, and 3 full-time vacancies. That's a total of 180 full-time officers. The budget as of April 30th, revenue was at 22%, expenses were at 35%. The inmates at or past their minimums, 8 in total. We have 2 that have submitted home plans and are awaiting parole, 1 who has no home plan, 2 who have had their parole denied due to unacceptable home plans or misconducts, and 3 who have been remanded for the balance of their sentences. Extraordinary occurrence reports on 4/19. These first 2 I reported last month, so I'll just skim over them very quickly. On 4/19, a county inmate attempted to escape during a transport. He was charged by the Pennsylvania State Police with escape. The event was reported last month. On 4/20, the prison psychiatrist ordered a 4-point humane restraint for the same individual. That was also reported last month. On 4/27, A county inmate was experiencing suicidal ideations. As a result, the psychiatrist authorized placement in 4-point humane restraints. The inmate was able to get out of the 4-point restraints twice, so staff placed him into the emergency response chair, or emergency restraint chair. Sorry about that. On 4/28, a county inmate continually covered his camera with food products while he was on a 15-minute behavioral watch. A decision was made to move this inmate to another cell so that his cell could be searched, and the inmate was not compliant with the orders to move. Staff had to deploy OC spray in an attempt to gain his compliance. And finally, the inmate was placed into the ERC due to his continued behavioral issues. On 4/29, a county inmate was being moved to a new cell for observational purposes. This inmate appeared to be suffering from a mental health crisis, and he began to attempt to strike officers with his fists. Officers cuffed this inmate and sat him down at a table in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. However, the inmate then began to try to strike his head off the table, and we had to place him into the ERC to prevent him from harming himself. PREA, there were 3 PREA investigations completed in the month of April. One was an inmate allegation of sexual harassment, and that was deemed unsubstantiated. And 2 of them were staff on inmate allegations of sexual contact. One was unfounded and one was unsubstantiated. The completed investigations have been forwarded to the district attorney's office for review. The ION scanner, as instructed by the board, I've requested more detailed information regarding ION scanning devices from Captain Walsh. He relayed to me that the best fit for our needs is the system provided by a company known as Rapiscan. I've previously provided the board with warranty information, training information, and a price quote. I sent out an email late last week. I did not share this information in this public format due to the proprietary nature of the quote that we received. I'm requesting that a motion be made and a vote be made regarding whether or not the board will authorize the use of canteen funds to allow the purchase of the Rapiscan ION scanning system. There is one last thing I just wanted to mention very quickly, and that was Chief of Staff Jeffers' statement about vaccinations. I just wanted to let everyone know that we are in the process of coming up with a vaccination program. What we had to do was our medical provider, WellPath, had to get licensed, certified to be a vaccine provider, and they just received that. And we are coordinating with the Department of Health in order to offer the Moderna vaccination to the inmate population. Our plan is to offer it to everyone here, and then as time goes by, to as new commits come in, to offer it to those who haven't had that opportunity as of yet. I expect that we'll probably be starting that by the end of the month. And that concludes my report.
In the instance of the vaccination program, will there be any limitations? I mean, Moderna is a 2-shot regimen, so it requires, I think, 28 days in between. So are we going to give the first shot to everybody that comes through the door if they want it, or is there going to be a situation where they have to be committed for at least the applicable time frame so that we can observe them after the second shot? So they'll be in there long enough to get the second shot, and then so we can observe them too.
We weren't making plans on that, other than you come in, you would be offered the opportunity to get your first shot. If you're there for the second shot, give it to you. If you're not, we're going to have to figure out how they're going to go to a community provider for shot number 2.
I think that's going to need to be part of the conversation. As I don't want to see us put in a position where we're giving the first shot to somebody, then they get released and they don't get the second shot. And then they try and attribute the failure to get the second shot to us.
Right. I completely understand. And if you recall the previous month, I had mentioned, right, I was leaning towards pushing for the J&J shot. There seems to be a significant bias with our inmate population here against that because of the bad press they had received, or if you want to call it bad press. And we had 15 people out of the 600 plus individuals said, yeah, I'd like to get a shot when it was we were support J&J.
So I guess in developing a plan, one of the issues would be if someone is released after they get the first shot, would they be able to come back and get the second shot? Because then we're more of a clinic.
Right, and that is one of the things that we have to figure out, how we would coordinate that, whether it would be with a local provider who would take care of that, or if it was
Okay.
out in our reception area.
As long as those things are being discussed, that's important. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions for the warden? Okay. So if not, I will entertain a motion to approve the warden's report for April.
So moved.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you, warden. Stick around, warden. We're going to need to, but right now we're at the point where there's opportunity for the public to address the board. I know we've received one inquiry, which I think is more appropriately suited for executive session. So anything beyond that, Tracy?
No, I just received the one email from Mr. Jonathan Lamb of Moscow. And since it deals with pending litigation and speaking with Attorney Ruggiero, you know, I just wanted to let the board know that we did receive one email.
That's what we're going to talk about in executive session. Okay. And nothing else?
Nope, that is all.
Okay. So we're at the section with members' other business, and that's my other business. I would like to go into executive session. Was there anything that any of the other members want to bring up?
Will we, Judge, talk about the ion scanner later?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Is anybody? I took it. Nobody had any questions for the warden on the ion scanner, so he's asking for a motion to be made to purchase it.
I could say this. The ion scanner is provided through a Pennsylvania approved supplier. So therefore the pricing of it would be an okay item for us to go ahead without a bid on it. And so if the board would like to do that, you know, we'd be able to make that purchase.
Okay. So we'll need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. So, Warden, will you coordinate with Mr. DeBilio and get done what needs to get done in order to make the acquisition?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Anything else from any of the other members?
Judge, before we move on regarding the scanner, do you think it'd be beneficial to purchase the warranty with that, Warden?
Sheriff, it comes with a 1-year warranty.
I mean, the additional warranty. I think, don't they offer an additional warranty?
And they do it year by year for approximately $1,100 a year.
We can always get that afterwards, though. Is that the case?
Yes.
We don't have to buy that up front right now. We can do it before the expiration of the initial warranty, right?
That's correct.
Okay. That was my next question. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll table that until the appropriate time. Okay, anything else? Okay, Tracy, you want to be? Okay, I have a prompt that says we're back on.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. All right, thanks. We're back. If there isn't any other business from any of the other members, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay. On the question? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody, and thanks, as always, Tracy, for making it seamless.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
You all.